wonder why.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on you. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. In blood across it where the blood dealer. Just stay turned like a dog dinner. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers on the bread. But I won't eat dinner, so I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
He said that the DA said that he sent it over to him on the 17th of February. Yeah, no shit. Let's get my Glock, my good Glock. Well, they're both good. This is my favorite one. Then my Sig. And that little pump shotgun I have.
I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw.
I gotta find a lower. They didn't have one, and I want one to. I want a lower to match my up.
Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on you. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
I may sell it. I sure do.
Can't take another L.
See if I can't make some cash.
This that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Yeah. I talked to her a little bit the other day. Evidently they got a lawyer for it. I don't know if it's a lawyer that's handling the whole thing or whatnot. Because the way the guy's insurance is set up, it's only set up for $25,000 per person, and for $50,000 total. It wouldn't be fair if he get us both, because he's going to, obviously try to get her more. So he just said this to get nothing. One doctor was the one from the hospital the other day. That's not counting the ER doctor or the ambulance. That is $16,000. But I was just reading an email from the addiction practice next week. Evidently, victims in South Carolina, there's some kind of program that you can file to request for help with the medical bills and stuff. They should, but they only got a limit of $25,000 per person, so do what? I don't know. That's the way I took it, but it may be different. we'll see what happens. He's got that hearing Monday morning. I guess all we're allowed to talk about is whether he's a flat risk and whether he's a danger to the community. The motherfucker was blue a .19 driving 100 mile an hour down the interstate in a construction. No, he's not the danger. And evidently that was his second time. His second video.
Sometimes I need a check.
Hell, I just saw the other day they sent me the accident report and stuff. Hell, the guy that he had with him that looks like a family member. Hell, he had a broken hip.
I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need to fake.
Do what?
Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem upset.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Burrow on first down. Out of the backfield, complete to Farrell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. First down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
9 of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Running with McFarland. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, here's Burrow. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
first down, Denver.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
Here's McFarland. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
To Albert O.
Albert O. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7. Chargers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would.
He's got daylight. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
Jerry Judy. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... And got his man complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 93 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Pulls it in at the 13. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here.
Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 21-0 our score after 1.
Broncos 21, Chargers nothing.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. Gets around it. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook. One-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, but it'll be second down. And Burrow going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run here with McFarland. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Johnson. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Screenplay, Johnson. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a run with McFarland, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Tackle made.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now the Broncos are going to call the first. Their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Broncos.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that time to start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A gain there of 21 yards.
49-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on third down, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
30-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Johnson. He gets it forward for 485, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
15-yard line.
On second down, Johnson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
2 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos add on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That's his way of putting it behind them.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. On the ground, it's McFarland. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he fires one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. This is Hines. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 55 yards.
3-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Justin Simmons.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
41, Chargers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're